Look, we're just get right into it, okay? We're recording this video while we're streaming, so go ahead and hit the follow button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Dragon Ball Z content like this, okay? But we are going to be talking about today is what happened with the Dragon Ball Super card game, because it has a lot of people up in arms and upset about the decision that they decided to go with. The path that they decided to walk down was not a righteous path according to some of the people who played the Dragon Ball Super game card game, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, the last couple of days there was a countdown on the Dragon Ball Super card game website. Everybody was speculating what was the countdown for, and it finally reached 0, and we found out what it was for, ladies and gentlemen. And now people are really upset, okay? For me, I'm just getting into this Dragon Ball Super card game, so I haven't been in it. I've been in it for about maybe a month now. I've known about it for the past 5 years, dabbled in it a little bit when it first came out, just bought cards because I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Z. That's why we're doing Dragon Ball Z content, right? So with that being said, we fast forward to today. The game's been out for 5 years. It has a decent fan base. It has, you know, it's not like the most popular game ever, but card games nowadays are hard to break the scene, but they use Dragon Ball Z's IP to break into the game. Bandai did, and now they are experimenting with all their IPs, right? Because Bandai right now has a lot of card games out. With Dragon Ball Z Super card game, they have Digimon, they have One Piece, I believe they have a My Hero game, and there's probably a whole bunch of other ones. I know they had a Naruto one back in the day, but that one kind of fell off the face of the earth and nobody's talking about that. But it's okay. Bandai does not know what they're doing sometimes, and they just drop the ball on a lot of things, and I think this is one of the things that they dropped the ball on. Maybe I'm not a marketing person. I don't know. I don't run the business. I don't have a business, so I don't know for a fact if what they did was the right thing to do. Now, I keep saying what they did. Here's what they did, right? You see on the screen right now, Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World. Dragon Ball, under here, Dragon Ball Super card game is moving to the next stage. Let me just stop right there. The next stage meaning they made a completely different game. They're making a separate game from the original card game that they have now. The card game that we have now is called Masters, right? Dragon Ball Super card game Masters. And now we have Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World. There's going to be 2 different Dragon Ball card games out, right? They have the original one, Masters, and then in February of 2024, Fusion World is going to drop. And what they're doing with Fusion World is they are adding a digital version of the game, right? They talked about the digital version this year, 2023, in March, and said that they're going to release it, and that left speculation for a lot of people, like, okay, cool, they're going to release the game. How is that going to work, right? Will I be able to use my old cards? Are they going to start from set 1 and then work their way up into wherever the current set is now? Or they're going to just drop the game with all the cards in the game, and you get to pick and choose whatever games cards you want. Better bing. Nobody knew what was going on until today. And what they did, they're pretty much screwing over the current players that are playing Dragon Ball Super Masters, because now essentially we're gonna have to buy all new cards, new sets, learn a new game, and have a digital version of the game. Now some might be like, oh, why are you mad about that? It's gonna bring more people to the game. Maybe it might bring a lot more people to the game because of the digital version, and now it's a fresh start, right? It's a fresh start for everybody to join in and play brand new with the current players. But now just look at the current. If I'm a current player, which I am, why would I buy any more sets of the Masters version of the game when I can just save my money and buy Fusion World sets, right? They're pretty much saying that Masters is going to be a dead game. They're cutting us loose, right? They're still releasing sets, but why am I wasting money on these new sets, huh? If I can just buy Super Fusion World. I just want to know, what's the point? So here what I think, right? I think it's a good idea, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm very new to this, so my opinion might be misunderstood, but I think it's a good idea for them to have Fusion Worlds, right? For people like me. Now that I know this is coming out and I want to get into the card game, I can wait and save up money and drop a lot of money when Fusion World drops. I think it's a good idea overall. For somebody who's just starting to play the game, been playing the game for about a month now, I really think this is a really good idea to get people to start playing the game, to understand how to play the game and want to play the game better. But right now, they're going to need to advertise the game heavy when they want Fusion World to come out. Because the current atmosphere of this game, Dragon Ball Super the Masters, is not looking good. We're gonna look at some comments that they have and go over some of the comments that they're talking about on the official Facebook page and see what people's thoughts about it, right? So my thoughts before we talk about other people's, I think it's a good idea. I'm excited for this. I want to play the game and I want to learn more, and hopefully a lot more people will be able to do this and get into this. Okay, so now let's go over to the Facebook page here. Waldemir. Okay, whatever. We're not gonna read names here because clearly I can't even read. He said, "I'm not one for hate, but you guys as developers are clueless on what you guys just uncovered. The game was fine. A few tune-ups would have been great, and the game is not difficult. But I do have to say the only difficult thing about it is the development team to write. You needed to place more attention to what you write so you could be less erratas." Okay, yeah, there is a big thing about the erratas. If you don't know what erratas are, it's when they print a card out and it says a certain thing and they go back and change what the card says. So now people have to know what the new meaning of the card is. Okay, now we know what erratas is. This video just showed the incapability of your team and the upcoming downfall of the game called Masters. Soon you will drop support for this game in favor of the reboot, simple-minded game you call Fusion Worlds. Okay, see, that's what okay, so I'm not the only one that got it. It seemed a little simple here. We weren't well, we can't say that word here. We were players evolved to get better each passing duel said. I've been playing since set 1 and they just slapped me in my face. So this guy's been playing since day 1, set 1, and now they're on like set 22 or something like that. And after 5 years, set 22, and now they're just saying, well, thank you for playing the game. Here's a thing. It was fun while it lasted. I will be real surprised if the game lasts this one. A reset is exactly what the game needs. Okay, somebody's here for a reset. I'm here for a reset. 7 likes. Okay, people like it. All right. Oh look. Oh look at this. Sheesh. Oh look, the exact opposite of what players wanted. Making piggyback games like this is a surefire way to kill any card game. This is going to flop hard and even an extremely negative impact on already struggling player base. See, okay. I kind of agree with that, but this, I understand why people are mad, man. But this can actually spark the flame in a lot of people, because there are a lot of people that I know in my like circle of people outside of video games who want to get into card games, but they don't have the right avenue. And I think this will be a good avenue for them to get into card games. That's not Magic, right? Magic the Gathering, because Magic the Gathering has been around for like almost 30 years now, and there's no other games that really compete. I mean, to my knowledge, there's no other. Yu-Gi-Oh might be the next. It's okay. I take that back. So the top 3 I would assume would be Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, in no specific order. But those are the ones that have been around for a long time. And why can't another anime game be around for even just as long? But we're not gonna read this long one, man. All the new characters are coming out soon, so I just start working on the mono card. Bandai, no, whatever. I don't even think nobody's gonna be buying this new set that's coming out in September. How to do a rotation without doing a rotation. Someone explain what this video means. This doesn't look bad. It's just a new game that is simpler. I like it. They're still continuing Masters cards as well, but nobody's gonna be playing. Did Magic do this? Does Magic have this? Do they have 2 different types of games out? I don't know. Whatever. Will the non-existent quality control team be? What are you talking about? Whatever. Looking good, man. Okay, whatever. So yeah, it's very mixed in the comments. People are mad. People are upset about it. Me personally, I'm okay with it. Start it over, and I will get in fresh from the start. And if they try to start it over after this, then they got to go. But I think this should be good because of the digital version. But there's other games to play, right? Look, I got. Can you see? Is it too bright? I'll hold it back here. It's too bright of a box, but it says One Piece. I got a One Piece starter set here. Okay? So I'm already thinking about the next game if Dragon Ball flops, right? Who said it's gonna be One Piece? I don't know. We don't know if it's gonna be One Piece or not. But the one after that, okay, we got our Digimon, right? We got Digimon, we got Beelzemon. I got the starter deck for that too. Because you know why? We don't know what's gonna happen with Dragon Ball Z. Okay? So I am a fan of card games now. Right, I've always been a fan, but I never did. I'm a fan of a TCG, and if neither one of these Bandai games work, then I might have to go to Yu-Gi-Oh or, dare I say, Magic the Gathering. Oh Lord, have mercy. All right, that's gonna be it for this. We'll talk to you guys in the next video. Blah blah blah, all that good stuff. I'll do an outro later, but yeah.